So guys, yesterday my memory card unfortunately got full. I didn't realize that while we were planting the garden. So we're going to continue. This is the next day, and right now I am moving the hay that we feed our rabbits into this old trash can that we had. That way it'll keep dry. So guys, we do feed our rabbits the pellets, so it's not necessary that we feed them this hay, but they do enjoy it, and it will save on the pellet feed cost because they'll fill up on the hay instead of eat the pellets. Sally Mae, the white one. Bugs, the black one.
Lola, they're all females, right? If you wanted to name it the male one Bugs, just name the other one Lola, because that's the female bunny and Bugs Bunny. Lola Bunny.
No, not Bugs Bunny, just Bugs.
Bugs, like a bug.
Like a bug?
Bugs.
Alright, so Bugs, the black one?
Yeah.
The black and white one, salt and pepper. Anyway guys, we're just playing around.
Sound of two toes.
Well, one, we're not going to be able to remember that, so it's got to be easy names to remember.
You filming it, it'll be easy to remember.
So the white one we're going to name Sally Mae. Bugs will be the black one back here in the corner. And the other one, guys, leave me a comment below what would be a good name for our other rabbit. Snowball is our female who is pregnant, so we're super excited.
Hey baby,
Yeah.
what about this bucket?
I think he's trying to figure out what the rabbits are, even though they've been here a while. He's seen them. Okay guys, so we're back in the greenhouse, and so yesterday I got planted, we went ahead and planted some onions. They don't have to get very big. I love the green parts of onions. I'm also going to try chives. I know that's more of a spring planting, but even if they sprout and just give me small clippings to put in salads and things like that, I'll be happy. We also did some carrots and radishes, and then mostly what we have in here will be our lettuces, our mixed green leaf lettuces, spinach, kale, and we're super excited. The cost of food is just insanely expensive. So anything that will help us not have to spend as much money in the grocery stores will be a huge help in these hard times. And I know it's hard for everybody. So right now we rely on rainwater, and that is our main source for gardens, our animals, for ourselves. And normally there's no problem with rain whatsoever, but we have not had rain in about 3 weeks or so, so we are getting really low. We do have a natural spring. I have to get that tested to make sure that it's really safe for us, and to make sure that we can actually filter it through to Berkeley, which I think we can. It's not going to be a problem with that, so we do have that option. But I want to get it tested so that way when we use it to fill up our barrels for washing dishes and washing and cleaning ourselves, I want to make sure that it's safe. Also, we'll be using that water for watering our animals and also our garden. So right now I need to get these bags of the black cow manure. I need to get those up so that way we can get rid of them and we can get the greenhouse tidied up. So now that we got everything picked up, I have the window open and our door open. It was around 92 degrees in here. It's nice and cool outside and cloudy, but it got really warm in here. Our humidity was around 50%, but since we've opened up the door and the window, it has dropped down to about 40% now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here. I have divided my beds with my finger. I'm going to actually place something, either I'm going to do like a string or a stick, so that way I can see the division between each thing that I planted, and that way I can always know what variety I planted and exactly where it's at. But we left our seed packets when I planted yesterday, but I'm going to sketch down on my notebook and I'm going to make a drawing of my bed, and then I'm gonna go in and I'm going to put the information of each thing that I planted, when I planted, how long it should take before it comes in, and then I'm gonna make up a report so that way I'll know next year what did good, what didn't do good when I planted it, how long it took to come in, and our temperatures during the time of year. I want to keep all that data so next year it can better help me to know when I need to start planting, or if I'm doing good by planting when I am now. So I'm gonna go in there, write down all that information. It will take me a little bit, so I'll come back when I get done. Okay guys, so I got everything written down. So for right now, I am going to go see if I can find some sticks to place between each bed, so that way I can have a divider, and that way I can make sure even when after I water it that they don't blend in together. Good morning guys. So we're gonna come out here and feed our rabbits. It's pretty windy today. She hasn't eaten all of her hay yet, but it looks like that she's picked out most of the good stuff. He's pretty much cleared his out. It falls down in the bottom too, which is okay because this will go in our compost. He is dirty on his face. So anyway, we are going to get these rabbits watered and fed. So we haven't had rain since our last since we've put up the gutter system. So we go get some water out of our natural spring. Hopefully we're going to get a phone call from the person out of, for DHEC to see if we can get the natural spring tested. So hopefully we'll hear from them tomorrow. Now that we got that done, we're gonna walk out here to where our chickens are. It really doesn't take that long to do morning chores. And right here, this was the other gutter that we had to redo. We had a metal barrel, but it caused a lot of rust, so we bought this plastic barrel and redone it. I think it'll work out a lot better. So we put some straw out here, and we did that, and then they can scratch up under it. We put some wood chips over in this area, and they've already laid that out. And hopefully this right here get some bug to allow some bugs to get in there, and as it breaks down too. We're gonna have to fill up our container. They really pick out what they like, as you can see down here. There's a lot that they just pick over. So we're gonna walk out here to our greenhouse. The humidity in here is pretty good, so we're up to about 70 degrees. Right now it's really cloudy outside. So right here I'm taking sticks and separating each thing that I've planted, and then I'm gonna take my seed packets and move them. And if you can see, there's a lot of humidity in here. I just feel like this is going to be really the place that I'm going to spend a lot of time in through the winter when it's warm. Oh guys, look what I just seen. I have no idea what that is. So I do have an app on my phone. I would kind of like to find out what that bug is. I've never seen that before. So we're gonna see if it will tell us what it is. Okay, so it says that it is a Carolina leafhopper, and it is a raspy cricket. That's pretty cool, but when our garden starts in here, I'm pretty sure crickets like greens. So we might need to get that out of here. So the other one that's in here is a butterfly. So it must have flew in when we had the doors open. I'm gonna see if I can get that cricket out of here though. Well guys, I don't think the cricket was alive because I actually was able to pull it down. It didn't jump, it didn't move, it didn't do anything. So I think it died from the heat in here yesterday, and it was just stuck there. I'm gonna try to save the butterfly. So guys, we got it outside and it flew away. So I was walking by, I noticed this little snag. It's a small hole. Not sure how it happened. It probably when we were putting it over the greenhouse. But anyway, once it dries up, probably try to put a piece of tape or something so that way it doesn't rip anymore. Or have my husband. I don't know if I can reach that. And then I knew about this one. We also have to get that. So really that was the only two pieces that we ripped when we were putting on the greenhouse, which was pretty good. This right here is our basil. We planted it in a small pot just to see how it would do. I've thinned that out, and then I went down here and I planted 4 just to see. You know, we're just messing around, doing some testing, but I planted these 4 right here. Pretty much a lot of the things that you would normally not plant in the wintertime in a greenhouse, we're just trying it out just to see if it works. We're not going to put no supplemental heat in here or anything like that. We're just going to let it go just normal and see what happens. So guys, we're gonna be making a trip to town. We need to pick up a couple things. So guys, we're back from town and I bought a couple things. I bought these little sticks. They pretty cheap to make them, to make like a divider between each thing that I grew, so that way I can take the packets and keep those so I can visually see. I have a list out of what I've planted, and also I'm going to use some sticks to name that also. So I'm going to place these. I hope I got enough. I think I do. I'm going to place it in between each thing as a divider, and just a small little divider. Now on this side I have limbs. So I've made out my little tags right here, and I am going to add some blood meal. I had to pick some of this up. We're going to add a little bit to the top of this, and then we're going to water real good. When we were in town, we went to Lowe's and we seen some herbs there. We're gonna put them in the greenhouse. They're pretty, but look guys, they are super sad. You could tell right there, it's been a while since they've been watered. It is super dry. So anyway, we bought some potting mix, and we had 1 bag of the black cow left. So we're gonna mix it together. I'm gonna add a little bit of bone meal and blood meal, and we are going to get these replanted. Alright, so we're gonna put maybe 3 big handfuls of blood meal in this, maybe 4. We'll do 4. So there's quite a bit of dirt. Just a little bit of blood meal.
And a little bit of bone meal.
And a little bit of bone meal. So I'm going to fill it up about this much. So we purchased some sweet mint, and I'm going to keep this tag. So we're going to loosen this up. Look how dry it is, guys. It's terrible. And all the roots. So I'm going to pull it over, and I'm not going to go all the way. I'm just going to add around it. I hope this makes the plants happier. So this is our peppermint, and it actually looks worse than the other one. It's got a lot of root system. It's extremely dry. Well, it's not too, it's a little bit here, but it's terrible. So hopefully this will be a better home for them. Just gonna dig a little bit So guys, if you ever purchase plants, keep these cups because you can reuse them. No sense in wasting them, right? The next one is our dill. We had one, but unfortunately the dog ate it. So the next thing we have right here is lavender. Now we've struggled with this for some reason, but anyway, so we went ahead and bought us one. Nice root system, but this is extremely dry. So our next one that we have is our sweet basil. This is actually pretty nice. It has several plants in here. So I'm gonna put it in the bigger pot.
This stuff smells so good.
Now we have some basil planted in the greenhouse, but we wanted to buy this. It's beautiful. So guys, I'm gonna get this in the greenhouse and I'm gonna water them really good. So I brought in a little extra dirt. I'm gonna add a little bit to these. So my daughter loves houseplants, so we have several. Except for this. This is our rosemary, so we're gonna transplant that. We got an aloe plant.
Fan palms.
Fan palms.
Pothos.
Fan pothos.
No, those are pothos.
Fan ponds and potho plants.
And I cloned those. I cloned them. That's
So
one plant.
she bought one plant and then cloned them. Now she has two. He decided to come outside. Rudy, where you going? So let's see if we can make this plant happy again. Rudy, where you going? That was in the bottom. Oh, it's not focusing.
It's a roly poly.
Are you gonna keep them alive now?
Yes.
Actually, she's taking them in the greenhouse. You know what that means? That means I have to keep it alive.